We are ready to rumble. Well. Welcome to Monsta TV. I'm Fred, your friendly neighborhood alien, 100% red-pilled, and politically incorrect to the nines. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about the female loneliness epidemic, because, as this video says, it is exploding. And it is quite something that when you're saying to somebody that, you know what, I saw a video of women saying, like, where are all the men? Because they didn't leave the planet. Men did not leave the planet. It's just men don't approach women anymore. Men don't want anything to do with these bitches. And women are starting to get upset about it. So there is this actual female loneliness epidemic, which is amazing to watch. Actually, it's quite enjoyable to watch. And it is the beginning of it all. So through this year, 2026, we're going to start to see the panic in their eyes. And we're going to start off with a video from Logical Dating 101. He does some great gathering of videos and putting them all together. And here we go. This is quite something, and it's a lot of fun to watch. So, guys, sit back and watch women squirm. What a load of bitches.
The ladies to, pull out of the bag. Tell us where you're going when you're single and you've got nothing to do at the weekends. What are we doing with ourselves? I'm currently at Sefton Park and it's heaving with couples. So what are the people doing, late 20s, 30s, 40s, whatever age you associate yourself with? What are the single women doing on a weekend? This is like the first weekend I've had free with no deadlines, and I'm at a loss. I'm going for like a second coffee because I don't know what else to do with myself, and everyone's busy. So yeah, if anybody can tell me where the single ladies are going at the weekend, and also the men aren't mind readers, let's tell the men where we're going. Where would we be happy to be approached? No dark alleys, no creepy secluded areas, but like other than that, where would we not mind men approaching us?
We don't care. I mean, if men don't even go to single events anymore and they don't go there to meet any women, why would they go anywhere else? Men are sick of you bitches, okay?
Because if we tell them.
Babe, I'm home.
Just the nagging, complaining, and entitlement just wears a man out. Just wears him out, man. Like, what the heck are we even talking about anymore? Leave me alone. Get the heck out of my face.
Yeah, and that video there, that never happened. It just never happened. She's just pretending. Nobody wants this girl. She's dirty. You can see how dirty she is. Nobody wants this girl. There's nobody waiting for her at home. She's pretending. That's what's actually happening in real life. Nothing.
I'm not approaching you. Get a life.
You will fumble that man if you're quick to correct him, but slow to celebrate him. He does the right thing all day, every day, and you never show appreciation. But the moment he does something wrong, you want to pinpoint it? Baby, your time is limited.
As a man, you got to always remember one thing. Don't put nothing past that. Like, oh, nah, my shorty a good girl. She would never. She would.
Oh, yeah.
You thinking, nah, she not going the whole time? That is already gone. She is on go. The right come around, she is go-y 101. She is running straight go routes, nigga, not a post nor a slant in sight.
Men don't yearn the songs no more. Tyrese said, you.
Oh, god damn it, bitch. Learn to talk, would you? For fuck's sake.
No, I'm willing to do anything.
Oh, shut up. I'm skipping this. I don't want to hear that damn fucking singing. Shut up.
Me, bring back the yearning.
No.
Focus.
No.
Bring back the yearning.
Nobody wants to yearn for you. Okay? Look at you. Look at the nappy head. Look at that stuff on your head. Why are you showing yourself like this? You're scary. You're actually fucking scary.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's
we
get back
go.
to the video.
She's an amazing person. Like, of course I've seen her on TV. We talked about it and just listened to the...
She's a whore, in fact. And that's for real. She is an actual whore.
Your dreams come true. And
Shut up, my God. We always need to skip the damn music.
There's no reason for me to keep on going down this path. Like, if you see a bad deal about to happen, why would you get into it? That's what a lot of men are saying.
It's all women. Maybe there's one guy there. Oh my God.
If she has daughters, they're gonna end up exactly like her. Trust. Fucking ran through. And just for the streets, trust. Bad decisions after fucking bad decisions. Stay woke in the streets, big burn.
I practice dating too. How you practice? I'll take out women I don't like that. Kind of like college football when you bring in quarterbacks. Some think they go start, but they really there to scrimmage.
Trey, you out here making girls cry.
You have never been on a date with a dude and you know, like, I'm not even supposed to be here. That's a practice date.
Anybody you call a food is a practice date.
Say it again, Kiki.
The food, you go out with them.
Food date. Yeah. Exactly. The food date. Beautiful. That's the reason why nobody's going to hook up with you anymore. People are going to stay away from you because you're full of diseases. Men have just got enough of you bitches. Once and for all. And it's going to get really bad now.
You can have conversation.
I got y'all some. That's y'all in cartoon form. I drew that.
Enjoy lunch on me. Flower child. Try my. Thank you.
How are you? You're not having, so you're not dating.
I'm not dating at all.
Do you have like a go point, like a time where you're like, okay?
When I get to 180, I'm 5 pounds out. I haven't.
Bye.
Hi, I don't know what dumb needs to hear this, but if the options are comply or be shot in the face, we're not living in a free country, moron.
That's right.
I don't know what the hell that was supposed to mean. And was that really necessary? I mean, could you just put your tits away, for God's sakes?
You heard her. Make the pie and get in a hot place.
No, bro, I'm pretty sure that she said you could either fly or be shot into outer space.
No, Jesus, she said you have to fly to keep up the pace. See, this is...
Man, nah, she said, look me in my eye, right? She loves to fly into outer space and listen to Mace. That's why women can't stand men sometimes. Y'all don't listen. I mean, we don't listen. I'm a man.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm craving chicken, preferably breast. What?
You know, it's a common belief that men are giving up, men are not. So that's the thing. Men are not giving up. They're giving up on dating modern women. And a lot of times, like, oh, well, you know, it's because you hate women. It's because you really don't like women. No, it's because I'm not receiving the basic amount, the basic level of respect.
Successful women don't actually want equality in their marriage. They want polarity. They want to feel protected. They want to feel provided for. They want to feel pursued.
Why would I give a damn what you want to feel? Why would I give a shit? Don't you get it? You women have been telling us now for like the last 10, 15 years what it is that you want to feel and how you want to feel, and you feel this and you feel that. And men don't give a shit anymore. Get out of here.
They want to feel claimed and cherished and chosen and feel like they can relax. And they want
anything else? Is there anything else that we can do for you? Just get out of here.
They want to feel like they can just be so feminine that they don't have to worry about a thing. However, modern society has taught women that we need to...
It wasn't modern society. It was you women that have been talking to women and have been talking to women. It's you women. It's not society.
build a life that we don't rely on anyone, that we need to not depend on a man. So as women, what did we do? We became successful. We became high achieving. We built a life that was so safe. We didn't realize that the same walls that we built to protect us were the same walls that keeps love out. Women need to realize is that when you step into the queen's life, you learn that it is safe to receive. It's not about doing less. It's not about achieving less. You can stay in your power and you can be soft. It is the power of the and.
I say any day.
That was a load of shit. That was just like a real giant Everest mountain high load of bullshit. That's what that was.
In a week, if I see a black man with a white woman, I'm like, that's that deep of hate. You need to do something about that, right?
If I'm walking down the street and I see a black man with a white woman, there's a weakness in him.
Ooh.
When I find out a black man has a white wife or a white girlfriend, my entire perspective about them changes. And at the top of the list, I can't take them seriously because they don't take their life seriously.
But it's okay for a black woman to date a white man. Man, y'all tripping. Like, why people just can't date in peace? Who gives a what color a person is that they date? Like, y'all always want to try to play in somebody's face, but it's always black women on this internet and everywhere else down talking black men. I don't give a who he date. He can go date a pink or a purple person. That ain't got nothing to do with me. As long as them people happy, why do y'all give a y'all be so mad that he dating a white woman, but if he wasn't dating her, you wouldn't be the woman that he date? Look at you, talking about him for no reason. Y'all the ones need to grow up, because y'all childish as hell.
And you
know, there's something I just really don't understand. Why can't you just talk normal English? What's all this black talk? What is it with you people? Nobody can understand a fucking word of what you're saying. I mean, we can understand, but like, I don't want to listen to this crap. And I won't in future.
You hear some of these clips and you don't really have to wonder why men stop chasing.
Yeah.
It's not that men forgot how to lead. It's that you have too many situations that turn into him giving all the effort, him doing all of the work, right? And on top of that, you get disrespected. You get told that, you know, the things that you're doing don't mean anything. And so at some point in time, a man is just essentially going to check out and be like, man, he's not really doing anything for me.
Men are not dating women who don't give them. Men are not going to date a woman who's not going to give them. At least the majority of them. A lot of women are surprised by that, which surprises me. Why is that?
What the hell is wrong with this fucking censorship shit? All she said was sex. Men are not dating women who are not giving them sex. Why would they? You dumbass. What is this stuff? These videos are not meant for children anyway. For fuck's sake.
Surprising. Have you met men? Anyway, for a lot of men, that's all they really want from us.
No. It's just like, what else do you have to give? What's that shit on your head? It's your whole attitude, okay? And then there is no sex? Get the fuck out of here.
Nothing else they really want or need. Don't care about our degrees, accomplishments. A lot of them think our personalities suck. They can cook and clean for themselves. And love? They want respect. We're the ones that want love. At least that's what I hear. So at the end of the day, this modern age, all they want and respect. These aren't my words. See men say this. I also hear men say, so what's the big deal? You get to enjoy this too, while getting protected and provided for. But if you're not getting protected and provided for, in this modern age of equality and 50-50, this is whack. Maybe there needs to be another conversation. With that, got me.
Yeah, have you any idea how disgusting you are, unattractive you are, how repellent? You have no idea, have you? You women have no idea what repels us. How vile we think you are. You really don't.
Thinking. A lot of men don't like women's personalities. A lot of women don't like men's personalities. And
a lot of women don't like men's personalities. You're gonna be begging at the end of this year. We're gonna see you all begging for attention.
Women want to be provided for. So if these basics aren't fulfilled, do we see a point in dating each other? If he's not getting the and she's not getting the provisions, and we don't really like each other, personality-wise, then what do you guys think?
So a lot of these modern women, they really want traditional treatment, like when it benefits them. But
yeah,
you know, I want my freedom when accountability shows up. You know, that's it's so kid-like, man. It's so childlike. And men see this, they know it, and they're like, man, why are you playing in my face like that? Is I think what men are asking at that point in time.
Sometimes I'm having a sale. You know what I mean? Like, flash sale this week and this week only, 50% off my standards.
Yes, I believe that's called ovulation. It is about 1 week.
Oh man, whole math is awesome. That guy is just awesome. Yeah.
Only. That's not necessarily lowering your standards. It's more like just switching from these standards to these standards. In other words, choices that would be less publicly available. Interesting side note, women have a 28-day hormone cycle and men have a 1-day cycle in tune with the moon and the sun, respectively. So astrology is at least that true. Why do hormones matter? Well, because they make you cranky and frisky and stuff. According to Dr. Brighton, who I did not vet at all, this looks good to me, hormones can change who women are attracted to, they think. That would mean the rise of birth control could be causing more divorce because women are choosing men that they're less attracted to when they're fertile. Man, if I ever nailed something, this is it. Preferring financial stability when not frisky. In other words, the pill makes you pick nice guys, and when you get off it, your body goes, wait a minute, that's not who we reproduce with. Nobody could have predicted that tampering with our hormones would cause problems, but here we are. So what do we do about it? I don't know, I'm just here to tell you how stuff works. Just kidding. Knowing where she is on her cycle can help you understand what she wants from you and why.
And one thing you'll probably notice is the expectation for a man is immediate. But the standard for a woman stays flexible. Like what I want to do, how I want to do it, whenever I want to do it. I don't really have to do that unless I feel like it. And that's bullcrap, to be honest with you. A lot of men have to prove themselves. They have to provide. They have to reassure. They have to perform for you. While you give, honestly and truly, inconsistent effort. Just not really trying to cater to the man, lack of detail, lack of attention. It's just a whole bunch of foolishness.
This guy's been trying to take me out on a date for the longest time, so I caved and I was like, sure, okay. I'm free 2 weeks from when we were speaking on a Friday. And he's like, okay, cool. And then he messages me the next day and he's like, good morning text, like sends me whatever. And I was like, look, do you mind just like not texting me? Because I don't really like messaging back and forth and I would prefer to meet with you in person and chat them because I'm quite busy during the week. He was like, oh, sure, no worries. So I was like, message me on Friday with all the details and I'll be there. Thursday comes along. This is the Thursday before the date and I haven't heard a thing from him. I don't know where we're going, what the date is. And I'm talking to my friend and I'm like, this guy has been trying to get me on a date for the longest time and it's Thursday. We're supposed to be going out tomorrow and I haven't heard anything from him. And she's like, really? Nah, scrap that. Don't go. And I was like, well, I did say to him that don't message me until Friday because I don't like to message back and forth. And she's like, well, that's why he hasn't messaged you. It's not Friday yet. And I was like, yeah, but I didn't mean it like that.
That's how stupid you are. The way you look right now, that's the stupidity that you are. Oh, damn it, guys. Just leave them standing.
Like, I want to know before. I want you to message me before to let me know what we're doing.
No, yeah, you're dumb whore. You told him not to message, and now you want him to message. Yeah.
Like, why can't you read my mind?
Hot take, I would never date a guy who hasn't been in a relationship before.
Oh, no. What is wrong with you people? For fuck's sake.
I know that sounds kind of crazy. And I know that a lot of girls are like, no, my dream man has like never been in a relationship. Like he's never cracked another girl, like nothing. He's never touched a girl with a 10-foot pole. That sounds nice, but then really put your thinking cap on.
You have never thought a thought in your whole damn life. You're as thick as shit. You're about as intelligent as a bucket of rocks. So no thinking cap is going to help you. For fuck's sake.
Okay? And like, I am a jealous girlfriend. Do not get me wrong. insane. So this is kind of crazy coming from me. I would never want a guy who's never been in a relationship at this point. Like, I'm 24. Like, we probably should have had at least one, if not multiple relationships at this point. Like, a guy who just has never been in had a girlfriend, like, he doesn't know just like the things that he should know. I don't want to teach you how to be my boyfriend. Like, I just want you to know how to, I want a cooked man.
What was going on here? Like, when they were dishing out arrogance, was it like for nothing? Did you get it for free? Did you just, you know, what was it? Did you just dump it?
And someone can cook here. Fine by me. Literally fine by me. Like, I don't know why your last relationship didn't work out unless you were like horrible, beating her emotionally, physically, like cheating on her every week. Like, I don't care what happened. Like, maybe you just parted ways. You're mine now. You're mine now. I don't want you. If you don't know how to date a girl,
and nobody gives a fuck. This is the thing that you're all doing wrong, ladies. You're sitting there making videos and throwing out your demands and your standards and what a man has to do and how he has to be, and none of us give a shit. Not a flying fuck.
don't know how to treat a woman, especially if you don't have a sister and no previous relationship. Like, no, you're done. You don't know anything about girls.
Nobody came around. Nobody applied for the job. It never happened, bitch. Nobody is done because nobody came. All right?
Girls, like, you don't even know what a tampon looks like. Like, I want nothing to do with you. I literally want nothing. Like, no.
So, you know, when you look at these clips, I don't think it's that hard for people to understand why men are exhausted. Men just get tired of having to shoulder the entire load and then really getting nothing back in return.
Yeah.
Right? It really honestly and truly used to be a perk to being a gentleman, to doing the right thing. But now with modern women, a lot of men have decided, hey man, I'm going to keep on doing the right thing, but I'm going to, do it elsewhere. I'm going to do it for my family. I'm not going to do it for some random stranger. And modern women are upset about that.
There's another thing. There is no way, I'm going to treat women like my wife. I only treat my wife like my wife. Only for her will I do particular things or special things. I do not do them for women. Women are completely irrelevant for me. And it's the same for most people, for most guys. And for women, women are irrelevant anyway. So there is something happening. You're running towards a cliff. And there's going to be a fall. And it's going to be savage. And you can see it already. Chivalry is dead. Really? As I just told you. We men do it for our own woman. We don't do it for women. Do your own shit. You're strong and independent. So go for it. Let's see you do it.
Oftentimes now are saying that chivalry is... The truth of the matter is, I don't believe that chivalry is... I experience chivalry all the time. A smile, a pleasant attitude, a thank you. All of those things send off the signals for men to say, oh, here is a woman. I should help. I should do the gentlemanly thing.
Shut up.
But when you walk around with an attitude, with a kink in your neck, when you walk around just visibly looking unpleasant, men don't offer themselves because, frankly, why would they open themselves to that type of energy?
And even to you, girl, even to you. I wouldn't trust you as far as I'd throw you. Well, I might throw you a couple of meters, but I would only trust you those couple of meters. That's it. I wouldn't trust women at all, ever, anymore.
So for the women out here who feel like, you know what, where are the days of men holding the door open for women? They exist. I experience them all the time. Stop looking at the entire world and saying, all of you are the problem, and come about it a bit differently. Try smiling. Try being nice. Try saying thank you. Women don't go above and beyond for thankless men either. Let's just call it what it is. Be a decent person, be a welcoming person, be a nice, kind person, and you'll get that energy back.
As y'all know, I am married. I even got my husband's name tattooed on me. And the one thing about me, don't come for me, but the one thing that is my pet peeve in my marriage is do not call my husband by his name. And what I mean by that is y'all gotta be like, oh, it's his name. No, I mean his name, like his full name. Don't be like, Joshua. It's Josh to you. It's Joshua to me because I am his wife. Like, I can be like, Joshua. I can put the little Joshua, like, Joshua.
I mean, I can't understand why they let you out. I don't understand that. We have to bring back asylums. I don't understand why they actually let you out on the streets. You're out of your fucking mind. What is wrong with you? Well, how could you think this is important?
Listen to me. You don't be like, I hate when I like go places and like people are like, oh, your name is Joshua? No. It's Josh to you. You could say, hey Josh. You see how that sounds? Casual, respectful. Joshua is for me. Me only. Me. Nobody else is allowed to call him Joshua, not even his mother.
What do you think she'd do if we were like, fine, we won't call him Joshua. We'll call him Daddy. I'm kidding. If my husband is watching right now, I'm definitely kidding. That would be diabolical, though. In all seriousness, I do not think that his mother gave him that name for it to be gate kept by his future wife. This is weird behavior. If a woman calling your husband by his government name is enough to make you crash out, I just know that there is nothing secure or chill about you. I already know this man's location is tracked at all times. Messages audited. No female contacts allowed in the phone. And anyway, she Streisand affected herself to because all the girls in the comments now are like, hey, so I just DM'd Joshua how his day was, or hey, I just commented on one of Joshua's pictures. Ladies, that is a masterclass in how to play yourself. Don't take notes.
Oh my God. And that shit is supposed to be important, imagine. People actually spend their time thinking, worrying about this shit. Yeah. Men, go your own way. Do your own thing. If women are ever going to, if they are so independent, if they can think for themselves, they might follow someday. But first of all, they have to suffer.
I went to singles night 2 days ago here in Chicago at a bar.
Oh, here it is, the singles night.
Girls. Ooh, maybe you can handle it, but I couldn't, and I'm not afraid to say that I couldn't handle it, okay? You go in there, they're like, he goes, you here for the event? And I'm like, event? And he's like,
Got it. Wow.
Like, singles night. I'm like, oh my God, like it's a slur. Jesus Christ. He's like, here's a sticker. I'm like, okay, I take the sticker. It's my friend and I. We go in there together. She's, mind you, skinny blonde. Yeah, I know. It was hard. We get in there, we walk in. I'm like, okay.
Oh, what's wrong with a skinny blonde? Is that because you're a fat brunette? Is that the problem? Would you stop moving the camera around like that? Could you please stop doing that?
A lot of women. A lot of single women. Men aren't lonely enough. We're talking about singles night.
Well, it was full of singles, wasn't it? So it was a night for single women. Go fuck yourself.
Right, you're not swiping. So you're not going to go to singles night? It's not adding up. So we get a drink, we're walking around. I'm like, okay, this is cute. Scanning the room.
Did you bitches ever think about the fact that, you see, the other side, the man in the situation, has to put up with your stupid behavior? That we don't think any of this is funny? That we're not having fun or enjoying you or thinking that you're so, I don't know, attractive or anything? Like, you would definitely not. But I mean, generally speaking, that we have to put up with your stupid fucking kinks? Damn it.
A lot of men sitting with the boys.
We don't think any of this is funny. At all.
Not talking to the women. I'm like, okay, so we want a boys' night. You can have a boys' night, but you do have a green sticker on, so I know you're here for the event, okay? People came up to us, but by us, I mean my skinny blonde friend. And this is the thing, is you just couldn't handle this, okay? And neither could I. I went home and I went to my friend's apartment and I did cry. Okay? God.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. This is the shit that we're supposed to look at and think that's okay.
Is it a crime to shed a little tear? Oh my God, whatever. I'm just not in the point. I'm not at the point in my life where I can go to things like that because, oh my God, it's humiliating. My Money Princess is so bad. No one's talking to you, and it's outnumbered. There's so many women. I was like, oh my God, this is just not something that. And I am walking in the rain. I'm being cinematic. Oh my God, where's my Romeo?
You're what? Did you not hear that Juliet was a beautiful girl? Did you not hear that? There is no Romeo for no Juliet. Romeo and Juliet. Romeo is for Juliet. Okay?
No. I actually am to stick to my.
Look, what she's describing is just the reality of modern dating. Men show up, they see the whole dynamic, women wanting to be approached but also wanting equal effort, and it doesn't add up. So they just pull back, hang with their boys, keep their energy. Can't blame them. You can't expect traditional pursuit while also demanding he's not trying too hard. That's the math that doesn't work.
Yeah, and if the math doesn't work, it's like it's, Romeo and Juliet, not Romeo and Julie Fat.
Is chivalry Do men still show up with flowers and open up?
Why? What's wrong? You've got flowers there in the background. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Doors when you're on dates? See, I am dating and I'm on dating apps, and I noticed that a lot of these men...
Oh, really? Did you notice all that all these men are doing like this? Bitch, wake up. You're not dreaming. This is the real world. Wake the fuck up. Stop talking like a moron.
And have on their profile, chivalry is not. But on most of the dates I've been on, they don't even really hold the door open for me.
What the hell is wrong with you people? Do you think that men are made in a factory or something? And that you have the right to complain because, there's something wrong with the man that was delivered? Is that what you think, you stupid fucking morons? You know that you really can get on our nerves? Why don't you go strangle yourselves or hang yourselves? Sorry about that. We'll just leave that out. But do your shit yourself. God damn. And you're putting these videos in the internet and you're thinking, oh, now we're going to take you serious. Because you're making faces while you're talking about men. We do what we want. Just like you bitches.
And I'm not talking about the car door. I'm talking about the restaurant door. They will walk in and let that door just swing by. So, what do men mean when they say chivalry is not?
Look at that face. Would you bitches stop making faces, please? It's horrible. It's disgusting. It is actually ugly. You're not particularly good looking anyway, but then you start making faces. Why would you do that? Why would you turn us off? I'm not in the greatest mood today, so stop doing that, please.
So let me know if you are chivalrous. And ladies, let me know what are some of the things that men have done on dates that just wowed you. And you were like, oh my gosh, like he was such a gentleman. And men, tell me some of the things that you've done that was just kind of like out of the norm. I know that
I got the number of the bus. The number of the bus that ran over your face twice.
Call people and we meet them at restaurants. But tell me something that you did besides that. No. And I know women can do things to make men feel special. But I remember dating back in the day. I mean, men just did that. They just stepped up and did it.
Yeah. Until you became bitches. Strong and independent feminist bitches. And now we don't do that anymore because we don't do that shit for bitches.
They would show up in they Sunday's best, like they Easter suit on a date, and have flowers in their hand. Some guys will even show up with a gift, just something that just saying that.
Yeah, guys. So you had a lot of them. That's the reason why they stopped. Because by right, you should have been gone, married, done, and nobody should be hearing you or seeing you. Right? Yeah. You let them serve you and let them give you reason for yourself to feel good about yourself. Go to hell and stay there.
Okay, like they just couldn't wait to go on a date or, put some thought into it. So let me know.
No,
guys, tell me something that you've done.
Anything else, bitch? Is there anything else we can do for you?
That makes you feel like chivalry is not, or maybe you just don't care about opening up doors or bringing flowers, things like that. Valentine's Day is coming up, and us single ladies, I don't know what you're doing, but look like I might be doing Netflix and chill.
Yeah, I believe it. And it looks like you'll be doing it next year too, and the year after.
But let me know, what are some of the things that a person have done that made you feel special? So let me know.
We heard. Now, leave.
Because as you know, I'm doing these videos letting you know about my dating experiences on these dating apps and just letting you know what's really going on out here in these dating streets. So I need your help. Let me know. So maybe if I get a date by Valentine's Day, I might take some of I might look at your comments and see what you're doing. And yeah, I can tell a guy look, hey, let's do this. So let me know what you're doing for Valentine's Day, and let me know if you're chivalrous.
So she's noticing the disconnect, right? Guys say they're traditional on their profiles, but then they're not actually doing the work. Here's the thing though, a lot of men stopped doing that stuff because they got burned. They showed up with flowers, opened doors, tried to impress, and got ghosted or treated like it was expected and owed. So now they're just over it.
Yeah, and they're finished with paying for dinners so that you can move on to the next guy and let him pay for your fucking dinner. And you can feel the wanted one. Fuck off, for God's sakes.
They're protecting themselves. That's the real story.
I don't really get approached.
What? Look, lady, you're 100 years old.
You tell me. I don't know. I do not know. And the DMs and all that, I'm like, really?
Put on some clothes. How about you just put on some clothes? That would be a start. Okay?
Like, no, but I really don't. Maybe I need to get out a little bit more, maybe different places, but...
No, maybe you get some clothes on and behave like a woman in your age. And then, yeah, men your age and men that would be interested, they would be interested. Of course they would. But a woman in your age acting like a girl, that's a red flag. A huge red flag. That's a sea of red flags. That's like an entire communist country full of goddamn red flags.
I don't have anybody say, oh girl, I got this friend that I want you to meet, or this guy say, I got a friend, he's cool, he's single, good looking, tall. Yeah.
Really? So all right, so this is I have a lot of questions to ask you. Mm-hmm. So you say you're single, right?
They've got microphones there and the sound is really bad. Isn't that amazing?
55, single, and you want to meet?
Come across, I would like to meet a nice man.
Yes.
Honest.
What is honesty?
You can be honest about where you're going, but you got to be transparent who you with.
So
I told you I was going, but you didn't say who you was going to be there.
Gotcha. So you want to be honest and transparent?
Yeah, because if I wanted, I would want, vice versa.
Honest and transparent. So basically, you're saying.
Why, you didn't understand what she said? There's something wrong with people today. They repeat stuff over and over, repeat it again and again, and we still haven't copped onto what she was saying? Are we going to say it again? Honest and transparent? Let's see.
You want me to give you information that you didn't ask for. It's transparency.
Yeah, I mean, if we were in a relationship, okay, and there's some places that you want to go, or you're doing this particular thing or whatever, and there are going to be women. But if you say, I'm going to go hang out with some friends,
yeah,
we're going to have some drinks.
Yes.
Well, honey, I'm going here, and I'll be home a little later. Okay. And then so-and-so see you out.
Right.
You wasn't very clear about what type of friend to choose with, because if we're together, you don't want to give other people a different look on you that would come back to me that don't look right.
True. In that situation. So.
How did you even manage to get such a bad sound? How did you manage that? You've got microphones there. What the hell is going on? There's no wind. What's going on?
Does it matter, whatever the friend or the people that... Because the people don't know what's going on between us. So does that matter?
Just like, I think if we're on the same page and that I truly, truly can trust you, and you can...
How the hell would you know that? So he's going to have to jump through hoops. He's going to, report everything he does. You're going to want to look through his phone and all this stuff for years so they can truly, truly trust him. Bitch, you don't have anything to give anymore that a man would let that happen. Women, you're going to have to start thinking about this stuff. If you want to be taken seriously, you're going to have to be somebody that can be taken seriously. And your demands are outdated. Nobody wants them anymore. It's done. Done. And get yourself not a pair of glasses, damn it.
Truly trust me, that I don't think it would bother me, but I just still would like to know. I mean, if it's just being open.
Now, one thing I see on the internet a lot is highly debated.
Right.
Is it 50-50 or is the man paying everything?
It matter what part of life your man's in. And all women know what kind of man they got. You know when you got a man that's building, he's growing, that 50-50 guy, the guy that's on his way up that ladder.
I don't really know what this is all about. What is this, like? Men pay for everything? What the hell are you talking about? If a man and a woman are together, they are together, aren't they? And it's all about sharing. So what is going on there? This thing about a man provides anyway. Anyway. You're no queens, you're no princesses, you're just women. For fuck's sake, where do you get all these stupid ideas? These dumb, stupid ideas? Did you not understand that Disney, that's make-believe? Did you not understand that? That's movies. Those are TV series. You didn't actually honestly think that that's reality, did you? Wake the fuck up, or stay alone forever. We're going to jump into another video in a couple of minutes, in a few minutes, and then we're going to see that what we're talking about when we're talking about the loneliness epidemic. Here are the reasons for it. All the stupidity and all of this pretending as if she didn't understand that a man is a human being just like herself, and that this is not going to work under these conditions. Nobody's going to say that this is going to be okay. Yeah, you boss me around. You just, tell me all of your standards and I will adhere. Yes, sir. Get lost.
That's the best time that I believe women should start a relationship with a man when he's building, because when a man and a woman work together, they'll work quicker and they'll move mountains together. It's best for a woman to actually build with the man, because when that man gets to the point where he can pay it all himself, well, if you didn't help him get it to the top of that mountain, baby girl, you ain't gonna have as much say so. You're basically gonna have to do whatever he's on is what he's on. Because if you did not help me get to this mountaintop, you don't got to say when I get up here. But if you are a part of the process of me coming from the valley up that mountain, well, then you got some skin in the game. You know what? Yes, I value your opinion. Yes, you have more say so because you actually helped me get here. See, a lot of these women don't run a marathon with the man of life. They just want to wait to the end.
Yeah, they're standing at the finish line and they just want to get the men there. Yeah, no, not happening.
Winners. That wait at the end, the winners. Hey, I won, but you ain't gonna be the only one. I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Yeah,
that seems to be more of the theme nowadays with women. Like, there's really, they ain't building. They're just waiting at the finish line.
Yeah, share. Prepare to share. Because if you did not help me build this, if I want to...
Women think that they're supposed to be the main benefactor of a relationship. That's what's going on here. And that's not happening anymore. Now, even when you say share, it's about being together. You know, to be one unit, working together towards a goal or towards walking a path together. There's several ways of putting it. But it's like you're together, you're doing something together, you're living together. Togetherness. Or as Christ says, one flesh. Which would mean that everything that we do in the world through the flesh has the one goal. So get the hell out of here with you getting served and chivalry and all the rest of that. Just get out of here. Pick up your own shit. Just shut the fuck up.
Take advantage of my options. I will.
But then I seen this video where the was talking about she spent like, I don't know how many, 10 years with this man. The business was in his name. He didn't marry her. They had kids. And now he's leaving.
Right. Well, if you spent 10 years with a man you ain't got nothing to show for it, what were you really doing? How you gonna spend 10 years with a man and you ain't got nothing to show for it? That's your fault now. I ain't say be stupid. If you are working and you and this man are prospering, then how do you have nothing? Especially if a man's paying for things.
Well, she was taking care of the kids and doing everything.
Doing everything. Well, that's easy to say. How was she treating him? How was she actually treating him? You know, an awful lot of the time, I don't know what the percentages are, but they're very high. As soon as they get married, you have a sexless relationship. Especially after the first kid comes. And that's it then. You know, you have another, once a year or twice a year, you have sex. Look, that's not going to work. And then they pretend as if I was doing everything, I was watching the kids. Yeah, the kids were just living and you were just there. That's all that was happening. I mean, there's more to it, of course, like, you know what I mean, surely. But the point is, like, if he was working all the time and you were watching the kids, you were both doing stuff, okay? And if you didn't make him happy, well, I mean, making him happy is a stupid way of saying it, but like, if there was nothing between you anymore, what the hell do you expect? Just what the hell did you expect?
Well, he was building the business.
Right.
And now the business is highly successful.
Right.
Now, you could have built the business without her, though. He couldn't have had kids without her, but he could have had kids with somebody else. But how was she treating him? Look at all these women and their attitude.
I think he's leaving, and she feels like she's entitled to some of that business.
Men leave women when sometimes people are compatible at certain points in times of their life. If we were struggling in the mud together, and you were a good we good in the mud together. You good with struggling. You good with conflict. You good with drama. You good with trauma. You good in those elements. All right, cool. We're not struggling anymore. We out in the mud. All right, stop fighting. The fight's over. The war's over. And so some women, it's only good for wartime. It's peacetime now. Shut up. We got cars. You got a car. I got a car. We got cars, houses, and everything. There is no fight no more. We got out the hood. And so some women don't know how to cut that off. They still act like they're in the hood. They still want to act like it. They still want to talk to the man like it. They still want to do the things that they were doing before then. That's what we had. We had to leave those things alone so we could get here. And so a lot of women don't know when the war is over, when the fight to get out of poverty is over. And if a man that has fought his life to get out of there, the last thing he want to do is fight with his woman when he come home. And so they grow apart because her mind is still in the trenches and his mind is looking to the next thing.
Well said. Well said. Yep, that's the way it is. And here we go. Now we're going to dive into, we got a little bit more time. We're going to dive into the actual results of all that arrogance. This is a video from somebody that's pretty new, Gentleman's Club. Well, new enough anyway. And he puts these videos together without commentary, which is quite cool. He puts really good videos together. I like the guy. Subscribe to him. Anyway, and this is women in the church. It says, even the church girls are realizing that no miracles will bring them the godly men back to dating. There's something happening. I mean, you know, if it's even in church, because that's quite a good parameter, right? Quite a good measurement on how deep this stuff is going. It's not just the clubs. It's not just the dancing clubs and the bars and stuff like that. It's also the singles club events, and now, now it's even in church, and it's awesome. Where are all the good men? Let's take a listen, because some people have asked me, well, is that really such a big thing? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. There's videos of this stuff all over the bloody place, especially TikTok, obviously, where you have the shorter videos, and Instagram, I think, and stuff like that. So let's have a look at women looking for good men. It is quite hilarious, and how they try to be charming and shaming at the same time. It is beautifully ridiculous. 2026 is going to be the year of cringe.
Where are all the good men? I do not know a single girl that has not been cheated on. I myself was cheated on by...
Look at her with the tattoos on her hands. Yeah, you're the typical girl for cheating on. Absolute typical. And look, you're not a very good looking girl either. So, I don't know what you've done to your lips and the rest of it, that stuff doesn't work. It's the jump and dump.
by my fiance. When I say that I have been crashing out, I have been crashing the fuck out.
Look at the eyes. Nobody wants to have anything to do with that crazy shit. What's wrong with your lips? What happened? Did somebody smack you in the face or something? This looks abnormal. This is scary shit. This is like for horror movies and stuff. You understand?
Hobby lately is literally taking spicy cubes and going to the club and thinking I'm hot shit and then getting kicked out.
Yeah, because you weren't hot.
Been a good girl my whole life.
No, you
I've
haven't.
made good decisions.
No, you haven't. We know for a fact that you haven't. You've got tattoos on your hands, you dumbass.
I have done the right thing. I've been a good person.
No, you haven't.
So where are these good men? Do I really need to go somewhere in like the bumfuck Texas on a ranch and find myself like a cowboy who doesn't have social media? And
oh, imagine that. That you might actually have to do something for a marriage, if that's what you want. That you'd actually have to do something. Imagine that.
he just wants to work on the ranch and take care of me and like do all that. Like, where are the good fucking men who don't have wandering eyes and thinking with their wee-wee?
Thinking with their what? What again? What was that?
And just want to find one woman to spend their life with and not cheat on them. Is it that fucking hard, you guys?
Okay, guys, stay with me. I want to know, why is it that there's so many single women desiring marriage? And I'm speaking about in a Christian environment.
Watch her eyes. And then you see the lying eyes. If you don't know what lying eyes are, these are the lying eyes. And she's saying, I'm just saying, and I'm really just want information and all that. That's all lies. She's just presenting herself for a man to be interested. But this is over. This shit is over. You start begging, bitches. Start begging.
In a Christian environment where there's men and women God-fearing, how is it that there's so many women desiring marriage but not as many men?
Because we don't want you to take half our shit. Okay?
Now, I know women are not the ones that propose to themselves, so the blame is not on women. I just genuinely want to know, what is the issue that has...
Oh, the blame is not on women, so who is the blame on? There's only men left.
As a woman desiring marriage in a Christian environment, what is the issue that you're facing? Because I'm seeing so many high-achieving women, and I'm looking around like, how are you desiring marriage when there should be a litter of men lining up at your door?
There should be a what? A litter of men? That's your problem. You're a dumb bitch. That's your problem. You're arrogant to the nines, and we know it.
And now I want to know, is it that the men that are in the churches are not doing it for the women, or is it that the men are not interested and they would rather bring a woman from outside the church inside the church? Or is it that the men are not interested?
They're not interested.
What is the issue? I want to know, what is the issue that you seem to be facing? Because I'm it's just always confusing to me, because I'm like, there's 90 single men in this church. How are you telling me that not a single one
is interested in you? Because you got lying eyes. That's why.
Tickles your fancy? Or are you telling me not a single one is interested in you? Like, I want to know genuinely, because I want to know, what is the issue that you face? What is the issue that you personally think is what...
Cut your damn nails. Okay, so that man can think this woman is actually capable of working, doing housework and shit like that, and doesn't think herself to be a princess. And stop pretending.
What's hindering women from getting married?
I tell you what's hindering women of getting married. No man is asking her.
Just sitting here thinking about how I went to singles night at church, and it was hundreds. I mean, at least 1,000. First, I thought it was 500, but the pastor said it was 1,000 singles in attendance.
Oh my God, look at the nails. And you really wonder why men are not interested? What the fuck is that? What is that? And then you have your tits hanging out. What is going on? What are you doing in a church like that? And look at the picture in the back there. That's why.
Like, are we all living the same life at this point? Because I've never been in a room with that many single people, or even thought that it was even... I thought I was like the only one left.
And then she's got tattoos on her damn tits. I can't believe this shit. And then you pretend to wonder. And then when men tell you, which they definitely do, they tell you in the comments, definitely. But then you ignore that, and you ask again, where are the good men?
I mean, beautiful women.
Of course.
All types, shapes, and sizes. Literally African-American women.
Yeah. That's her way of saying that she is beautiful. Yeah. Listen to women and you will hear how they lie, how they cover shit up, how they pretend, how they message you, and you're supposed to pick up on this crap.
Like a room full of singles. And I'm like...
Look at this.
Like, this...
Did you see the woman over here? Huge!
It has to be an experiment. Like, this has to be like assimilation. Is that the word I want to use?
There again, huge. Beautiful women, huh? That was like 3 women in one.
I think so. Like, I'm confused and I'm like low-key, like nervous, like for us.
Yeah, because you're going to be alone till your dying day. That's what's going to happen. And you go to church and you look like this in church and you wonder why. This is ridiculous.
Well, shit for myself, fuck y'all. Because we're the men.
Ah, so there was hardly any men there. It was all women. Where are the men? They're leaving the planet.
Where are the men? Then again, don't know. Never mind. Don't. We know where they at. Bye.
It's a very real and serious question. How are we meeting people?
How the hell did you even get into that car? How did you fit in there?
I feel like a lot of people are like, you know, you meet someone at church, friend of a friend. I'm kind of not in for the apps. Like, to me, that feels like shopping for a person. And then I have to, like, really, really, really deeply seek if you are a real follower / believer of Jesus, and then also if I just like you. So yeah, how are we doing that? Where do we find them? Do we go to, like, Whole Foods or something?
Are you going to take a man that's just as fat as yourself? Then you'll find one, okay? This one is just... wow. This thing is wow.
Man, I want such a different life for myself, and yeah, here we are.
This is the future of women here.
Having such desires to be married. Then I think maybe that's not what God has for me. Maybe God...
Oh, it's not God's fault. It has nothing to do with God. At all. You see, men would have to like you. Men have to be into you. They want something too. They want to have something too, you know? But you're just praying to God. No matter how you are, no matter how you look, no matter how fat you are, some man will come along, the right man for you. Who told you that shit? God didn't tell you that.
Doesn't have for me to be married.
What's up with the voice? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Then it's like, well, Hannah, maybe those are just like thoughts that the devil wants me to believe.
Oh yeah, it's the devil. It's definitely the devil. It must be the devil. It's not that you're talking like a child. Not at all. No, it's not that you're out of your fucking mind. It has nothing to do with that at all. It must be the devil. It's the devil.
But then it just like... it's like, I don't know what to believe anymore. Like, I believe in Jesus, and I believe...
Would you stop the sniveling? It is disgusting. Just stop it. If you really need to tell us all this crap, then stop the sniveling and the snorting and the smacking of your lips and shit. For fuck's sake. It's like somebody eating into the microphone.
He wants the best for me, but I don't know if it's that I'm still supposed to long to have a husband and just be satisfied with the fact that I'm not satisfied. And it's like, God, I can't keep wanting this and it not happening and still be content. Would you just take this desire away? If it's not something that you want for me, God, I don't want this desire.
Are you talking to God in front of us all? I don't think that's a good idea, lady.
Like, oh, dating apps. I'm like, I don't want dating apps. I don't want to go on a dating app.
Oh, Lord.
I hate dating apps. Okay, I'm gonna jump off my soapbox.
Do single men actually go to church on their own, by themselves? Because people tell me all the time, you should go find a good, godly man at church.
So you're going to church to find a guy? Are you serious? Is that what you're doing in church? Trying to find a guy?
Do you know how hard that is to find? I just went to church this morning, and it's a pretty good-sized church. And I just decided for science to look around and just see.
Yeah, just for science. Yeah, of course, just for science. Not because you're lonely and you're craving a man, because you can't say that. You just can't give yourself that, you know, and you have to make sure that nobody knows that you're craving for a man.
Is there any single men by themselves? Because I never, no matter
Why would single men be just by themselves? Why? Cannot they just go out together to some place and have fun? Why would they have to stand there like, oh, I'm single?
or what church I go to, no matter what denomination, I almost never see single men by themselves going to church. I looked around, I counted like 15 to 20 women who looked like they were by themselves. Or there was a couple other women who looked like it was just them and one other woman. If I counted them, it was like 25 women. I saw one man who was there by himself. But that one man actually gave me hope for a few minutes. I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Again, not because I wanted to like meet him or...
No, of course not. That's not the reason why. Of course, that was never the reason why. If you weren't such liars, you bitches, if you weren't such actual, you know, real liars, I'm... Oh, Lord.
Talk to him, but because I was like, hey, some men do go to church like on their own. It wasn't 2 minutes later after I noticed that a woman came up and sat next to him and held his hand. I was like, just kidding. I looked around on the stage. There was multiple men up there on stage. Between the pastors and the singers, every one of them had a ring on.
Yeah, and?
So you tell me, there was tons and tons of single women there. Although I don't really know their relationship status, there's tons of women there on their own.
Yeah, but they look very single, don't they? They look very single.
Not a single man that I could find anywhere in the audience that was by himself. Not one. Do single men go to church? I don't understand it. Help me understand.
No, we won't. No. Just go to hell, where you belong.
Church is keeping Christian women single, and this is why there are so many Christian single women at the church, literally single for years, not getting married, not getting any type of date.
Yeah, of course, it's like other women, not you. Not you, of course.
Not getting any type of attention. While they're serving at church, they're doing all the right things on paper. They might be in great physical shape. They might have their healing journey all, you know, through and through. They're doing the inner work. They're doing all that. They are focused. They are focused on Christ. They've been focused on Christ for years. They have been doing the things that people...
No, they haven't. They have been pretending to be doing all the things. Pretending to do all of this. Because they thought that then they would get a man. They've been manipulating like a bitch to try to get a man. Okay? That's not how that works. You're going to have to interact with men. Do you understand? And be somebody who is nice and pleasant to be around. Your voices are terrible for our ears. There's been a study that a man, when he hears a woman's voice, automatically his stress hormones get flooded into his bloodstream. Immediately. Within seconds. He only hears a woman's voice and he's under stress. If you could just shut the fuck up.
People have been telling them to do for years, yet they're still single, have no candidates, have nobody looking in their
What's this with the hands? Could you quit that shit, please?
Direction. Let me tell you something. The church does not teach Christian women how to date. The church does not teach Christian women to date at all.
They actually do. They do. The proper church would tell you to shut the fuck up. And that is the proper way to date.
What they tell us to do is to sit with our hands in our laps and to wait for a man to come at our door. That is not biblically wise. Faith without works is dead. And
that is actually totally biblically wise, and it's totally biblical to keep your mouth shut.
that applies to every area of our life. If you have a job and you lose that job, are you just going to sit and pray for God to send you a new job?
Well, it's not a job, is it? It's a relationship. And in a relationship, you women just need to shut up.
Just stay at home and not apply for a single job? No. If you lose your job, you're going to pray, Lord, please bless me with another job. Of course, there's the faith. But then after that, you're going to go searching for a job. You're going to be applying for jobs. And you're going to pray that God will bless you with the right job. If all you're doing is sitting at home doing 1,000 prayers for your future spouse, you are fasting, you are praying, you're doing all these other things, but you're not actually putting any practical works into dating, more times than not, you are not going to find your spouse.
Yeah, and you know what's so interesting is that she's giving all this advice, and I bet she's single.
The black church's focus is not on building families. It's about keeping women single, comfortable.
No. You women are just staying single. It's not the church's fault that men are not interested in you.
Independent. I said what I said. Just look at the numbers. The church is 70 to 80% single women.
70 to 80% single women. If that's the case, then you'd have like 30 to 20% men there. Some of them might be married, okay? So let's say you have like 15% single men. That would only take away 15% of the single women that are there. And then everything is satisfied. So you'd still have 60 to 65% of women who will stay single. Because nobody wants them. Nobody wants them.
And the pastor want to sell these women this fairy tale, telling them that your Boaz is coming. Keep waiting, knowing good and well that there isn't any single men in the congregation.
Yeah, then you talk like this, and there ain't no single man in the congregation. You talk like this, and you're all sweet, and we all know what you are 5 minutes later if you don't get what you want. Yeah.
And that's low-key manipulation. Because the men aren't flocking to the churches because the churches are catered to women. The sermons shame men and pamper women. The programs be women brunches, women conferences, women's night. The churches...
That's probably true. Just like all of society is doing it. Just like politics is doing it. Because you spend, all the money. That's why. You're consumers. But that women would change and use your brain and use logic and start thinking that if you make society something that men can't live in, and men know that you're responsible, that you bitches are responsible, you can calculate what's going to happen, can't you?
Know who paid the tithes? It's the women. So they selling the women these dreams while cashing their checks. And let's be real, the men that are in the churches are either one already married, gay, or looking for some silly woman to take advantage of. You gotta ask yourself, if the church...
And then you have the men shaming again, and they're gay. I don't know what gay men are doing in churches, by the way. I don't know what you gay men think that and hope to find in a church. I really don't.
Church is really about family. Why is it full of single mothers, single women, and empty of men?
Because 80% of black people grew up in single mother households. That's why. That's probably because black women are just impossible to live with.
Because the black church needs the women single, desperate, and waiting. Because if you had the family that you prayed for, then they wouldn't be able to control you.
A video for all the single men out there. If you're single, can you stay around? Just stick around. If you're not single, just scroll past because this isn't for you, okay? All right, so single men. I just need to know and understand because I have a couple of single friends.
No, it's because you're single. You lie, you start off and you lie already. Damn.
I'm like constantly trying to help them find a good guy. And like one predicament that I feel like a lot of single girls have is like a lot of single girls aren't in the club. And the club typically used to be where you would meet a guy. Like I even write songs about it, like out in the club and got somebody's hands on me and all this kind of stuff. Like that's what us songwriters write about a lot. But I feel like honestly these days, are you even in the club? Like a lot of people aren't in the club like they used to be in the club. And so single guys, if you're not in the club, where do you be? Where are you?
First of all, learn to speak. Where do you be? What the hell is that? Was that English? Was that English?
Because I'm struggling with like how to advise my single girlfriends on where to find a good guy.
Yeah, sure. That's the reason why. Yeah.
Are you online? Are you in the grocery store? Are you in the library? Are you like busy at work? Are you on public transport?
No, they're away. They're away from you women. Away from you.
Or like, where is a really good place to meet a good single guy these days? Like, I'm just asking for.
Can someone tell me where all the good, godly men went? The ones that highly value.
Oh, yeah. You know, the stickiness, the black gooiness of this woman here is just amazing. The way she's all sweet, but she's going to tell you how you need to be. Where are all these men? Like the prince, right? On the white horse. Where is he? Where are all those princes? You're fucking full of shit, lady.
Women and live the way God wants us to. The ones who are happy to acknowledge that those that have found a wife have found a good thing. The ones that will tell you that you're beautiful, not that you're hot. The ones that want to do nice things for you, not because they want to get something in return, but because they just genuinely appreciate the joy that it brings to your day.
Yeah, and you get nice things then, right? Yeah.
The ones that will message you in the morning or right before they sleep or give you a phone call or a video call because they just can't wait to see your face or hear your...
Yeah, and then all the dreamy eyes when she's doing it. And we men, of course, like, we're supposed to not notice how we're being shamed because we don't do all these things for this totally worthy woman.
Your voice.
I just want to hear your voice, yes.
What happened to those kind of guys?
They never existed, you dumbass. What in the fuck?
The ones that nurture and care for you and will protect you and provide and treat you like a queen. Because they know that if they treat you like a queen, you'll treat them like a king.
And that means what? That means what?
Where you can conquer all of life's complexities and hard things together.
I'm gonna have to jump over this because of the music in the background. Actually, I don't give a shit.
Where you can laugh and love and do life together.
Yeah.
Wanting that time. Cherishing the moments together. Instead of just treating that time like I'll take it whenever it comes, but I could care less because I'm too busy.
Men specifically, like Christian men. What is it about Christian community that makes you guys feel like it's not for you? I feel like there has been a grave, epidemic is a strong word, but I've just been noticing a lot lately how few men there are in Christian spaces.
You're not kidding. Put on some clothes.
I attend, whether it be at church, whether it be in the young adults group I run, whether it be back in college, there just aren't a lot of men around. And I feel like this is something we always have seen, we've always noticed. The Christian community is made up of 2/3 women, basically. And I never really questioned it.
2/3 of women. Amazing, isn't it? Yeah. Because we're done with you. Done.
Until I got into ministry myself and was actually no,
You got into what? Ministry? A woman?
Where are the men? But I genuinely don't, I'm not a man, so I can't speak to why men might feel like that or what the thing might be. And so I'm just trying to learn. I just want to...
Yeah, I just want to learn, of course. You want a man. Why don't you just say you want a man? Why is there not an honest bitch among you?
No, what do you guys feel? What is it about Christian community that,
It's not Christian anymore because you can't keep your damn mouth shut. Women ministers, what the hell is wrong with you? Women priests, women preachers, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's not Christian.
Makes y'all not want to be a part of it? Or do you feel like you have it? And like, if you have it, where is it? Like, where do you go? Do you have groups of men that like hold you accountable, that uplift you, that you can talk to and openly like discuss spiritual and like non-spiritual things?
You're not interested one bit in any of that. Because when men actually do say what it is that they desire, or what it is that they want, or what they think and feel and all the rest of that, you just brush over it. And you will ask the same damn question again in your next video. Because you didn't get to hear what you wanted to hear. And you will pick out those things that you wanted to hear, and you will keep going on the same direction as you went before. Adapt a couple of things that nobody wants, and then you're going to keep wondering. This is going to be a beautiful year, guys.
And if you don't, what is preventing you from seeking that out? Like, genuine, like, I'm not even trying to judge. I'm not even like, quite like, I just want to know, because I'm like, I know as a woman, like, when I feel like I need more friends, or I feel like I want to like meet new people, I'm going to a Christian event, I'm going to a worship night, I'm going to a Bible study, I'm going to like go seek out women in these spaces. And more often than not, I'm finding the girls, by all means, they're there. I don't have many guy friends who are Christian, like for real Christian, who like walk with the Lord, who like are devout, who are like serious about their faith. And as
because if we walk with the Lord, we don't need to be in church, do we?
Someone who runs a young adults ministry, I'm also like, okay, where are the men in our young adults ministry too? I believe there's value in co-ed spaces. I believe there's value in the opinions of men. And
oh, really? You believe there's value in the opinions of men? You should shut the fuck up.
Women in Christian spaces. And as the body of Christ, like in totality, we need men just as much as we need women. I work for a church as well. And when we get the numbers back of like who attended service, like how many people attended service, we break it up into male and female. There are significantly more women
of course
than men coming to church on Sundays. Why? Literally why? Like
because you pretend that you could just ask God for all this. That you could ask God for a man. And then God will give you a man. It's not that you're looking for a man that you can serve, like a Christian woman would. You're so full of shit, you ladies.
I'm just asking why. I just want to know why.
Yeah, you're just asking why. No, you want a man. Why don't you just say it and be honest?
Wants to create and uphold a ministry that is suitable for both men and women. I would love to know, what do men look for in Christian community? What are y'all searching for? What do y'all need?
If you have a ministry, shouldn't you know all that? You should stop it. You should stop it immediately. Listen to Erica Kirk. Stop. Just stop.
What would get you to come to Bible study? What would get you to come to Christian events? What would get you to come to gatherings? What would get you to engage in community?
If you shut the fuck up, that's what.
Because we actually really do need you in these spaces. We need your opinion. We need your perspective. We need your life experience to learn more about this walk together, to learn more about Jesus together, because he's in all of us. And so please, if you are a man and this is on your For You page, if this is on your timeline, like, let me know. I'm literally just here to learn.
Girls, we gotta talk. I don't want to have an absolute distaste for men anymore. I feel like it's taking a lot of the positive energy that I have in my life. I would be the happiest person ever if men didn't exist. A little exaggerating, obviously, because
There you go. There you go. It would be much better you had kept that to yourself, wouldn't it?
I am attracted to men and I would like to marry a man. But every day I'm just a man. I hear it on the news, I see it on social media.
Isn't it crazy? Women gatekeep sex, but men gatekeep marriage. And they have started. And it's over.
Man, it's just like, why are you doing that? Why are you being that way? Why are you like that? Why are you thinking that way? Why are you treating her that way? Why are you acting this way? Why are you doing this? And I'm just like, gosh, why can't you guys meet me halfway?
Oh, shut up with the singing, would you, please? For fuck's sake, what was that?
I'm not saying be perfect like women. I don't want to hear. I know women aren't perfect, but you know what I'm trying to say? And it's just...
No, I don't know what you're trying to say, and I don't give a damn what you're trying to say. Actually, you know what? I'm going to skip you because you're just asinine. Get out of here. Just shut the fuck up. It's just unbelievable.
It all
where are my good men? Where are the good men at? Because we got girls out here that have been putting themselves out there in dating, and they're tainted. These men out here, these ratchet men, have been tainting the love of girls, and we need to see the good men. Where are the good, respectful men out there?
Where are the good men at?
Okay.
And if you know where they at, can you tell me where they are? Because it's not in Florida.
Far away from you, lady.
And I know, definitely not in Atlanta.
Yeah, they're just at the horizon.
Things about that. But where they at?
And you know where the horizon is, right?
Can you tell me
far away from you
where they at? Because I haven't seen one yet.
Bye-bye.
Not one.
Bye.
And the ones that I have seen already taken. Who wants that? I don't want somebody that already has somebody else. I don't. Where the good men at?
Gone.
Where?
There you go.
Does anyone know where to find a man who actually likes women? Like, I don't mean wants to fuck women. I don't mean enjoys what women can offer to him. I mean, where are the men that actually like women? Like, look at...
Do you even look at your videos and don't you see how fucking crazy you are? Did you ever think about the fact that men would have to deal with that? That a man would have to kind of, deal with you?
Women as a gender and think, wow, women have so much that they offer to the world.
What? Tell me what? Tell me. You don't want to have children anymore, so that's off the table. So what is it? What are you offering?
Like, I just don't think they exist. I really don't. And there used to be men who liked women, who appreciated what women brought to the world.
Yeah, of course they did. And there's still men, we still appreciate women. We just don't appreciate crazy bitches. Okay?
And I just don't know where they went.
Someone asked me what I was looking for in a boyfriend, and I didn't know how to say, I'm looking for someone who has such an interest in me and everything that makes me me that they want to physically crawl up inside me. Not literally like that, but I guess also like that. And learn every groove and crevice of my brain and what makes me who I am, and have just such a yearning to know me. So instead I said funny.
I'm going on a first date. This man is 6'4".
Hey, get off the volume. Okay? Stop it. What did you do? Just the gallons of it. What are you doing? Get off the hash. I'm going on my first date, so I was just wondering, what the hell?
Everybody could just say a prayer.
Everybody, yes.
That he's my husband. I would like a nice fat ring on my finger. I would like a nice little baby. Just if everyone could pray.
No.
I know
No,
a lot
damn.
of you guys pray. For those of you who don't,
Look at these crazy eyes.
just
They're all out of their
send some
mind.
energy out for me. I'm ready. Okay, I'm ready for my husband. Thank you.
We made the interesting decision to ask some men at the bar this weekend what they think is wrong with modern dating. And this is not going to be an opinionated video. I'm not going to put my opinions in on this. I am just going to tell you verbatim what they said to us. I did literally just say I was not going to put an opinion in here, but I will say...
Yeah, and this is exactly where we're going to stop the video, because I don't give a shit about your damn opinion. Not at all. Not even in the slightest. We're going to finish up the video. I have the links in the description for the two videos that we've been watching, and if you want to watch this crazy bitch, you can do that. But I think we made it quite clear what's happening and how this new female loneliness epidemic has gotten started and how it's getting worse. And all the shaming of men is not going to work. It's what said put men on the horizon. And you know the nature of the horizon, if you go towards the horizon just keeps walking away from you. That's exactly what's happening now. You see, yeah, men want coochie. but they're not going to do everything for it. And they've just had enough. They've had enough of you. And there's things on the horizon for men, the kind of horizon that doesn't walk away from you, which is going to serve as some sort of a kind of a, solution of some sort for this thing until, maybe women start copping the fuck on. Men have had enough. And we're going to watch you cry your eyes out. Anyway, we're going to stop the video here. We're already at 1.5 hours. And, there's a lot of fun. There's a little bit left in this video. Go to the Gentleman Club. Go to Logical Dating 101. He has got some great videos as well. And all that's left to say for this week is God bless you all, guys. Till next time. Bye-bye.